What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Tony with 210 Got Kickz coming at you with yet again another video. Now, y'all saw the thumbnail. Not exactly sure how I'm going to put it, but we got the table in front of us. We got the box, and we have the shoe. Cherry 12s is on the menu for today's task. And yes, unfortunately, bam, as y'all can see, they are coming apart. We're going to do a reglue and restore these so I can wear them, because the uppers are still in immaculate condition. Let me see, try to get it past the lights so you can check them out. Still in great condition. But obviously I can't wear them if the bottoms are going to be coming off. Now they are still on there a little bit, but I'm going to completely remove this bottom and yeah, basically restore these shoes so that I can wear them, because I've had them for maybe about, I want to say about 2 years, and I haven't been able to wear them yet, and it just hurts my heart. This is a shoe that I really want to wear. There's a lot of people waiting on this shoe to come back, and I mean, it's still in great condition. The bottoms are still pretty good condition, except for the fact that the glue is not holding up anymore. But let's take these shoes out the box. Look at that. We need these back, JB. We need these back. Got the retro card in there. I'm gonna put that back in there so I won't lose it. And we'll get rid of this box. Now, what we're gonna need for the video today, as far as prep and I guess tools. First things first, you got the shoe trees right here. Bam, we got the shoe tree in both the shoes. They don't really have much creasing, but yeah. Put them in there just to secure the shoe. Keep the shape, because we are going to be removing the bottom. Now, the other things that we're going to need to remove these soles, clean them up, and get them back together are, first things first, some cotton ovals. Got a few of them there. You can get them HEB, basically anywhere. Next thing, bam, the acetone. Acetone is what's going to clean off all the glue from the bottom of the sole so we can have a clean surface to glue back together. Next, we got to make sure our hands are secure, so we got some gloves. I actually need to get more, but for now, this will do. Now, the last part, after we clean everything up, take it apart, we need to put that thing back together, get the soles on there nice and snug, nice and secure for years to come of wear, and I will be wearing the hell out of these. Bam! We have the Barge Super Stick Cement. Y'all have seen this used by various other YouTubers, and I ordered my own. I've had it here for a minute. Finally gonna put it to use. I'm just gonna be doing it by hand to remove all the glue from the actual rubber sole of the shoe, and also the foam underneath the rubber of the shoe, and not damage anything. But without further ado, the first thing we're gonna do is basically take off the bottom. I know this kind of hurts my heart, but must be done. Y'all see it? Y'all hear it? It's coming apart. Ooh, look at that. Y'all see all that glue I gotta take off? Look at that. The bottom right here, definitely gonna have to go over that very, very well. Especially these areas where it looks like it's caked up. Let's start getting it off. The glue's kind of already worn, it just needs that extra little push. Just like that. They're gone. They're off. Woo, guys.
Ooh, guys.
Woo, guys. Now, the next part is not going to be the fun part. I'm going to show you briefly what I'm doing, but basically, all of this right here, all this caked on, what is it called? All this caked on glue that's throughout the shoe. Y'all can't really see it on these areas, but it's most noticeable right here by the Jumpman. I'll get a close-up for y'all, where I have to take everything off to make sure we get a proper seal. Basically, I'm going to time-lapse, show y'all a little bit of it, because it's going to take a while to get all that glue off. So it's time to get to work.
quick. You can basically see how it looks. This side hasn't been cleaned, this side has. I already removed the glue. You can see the shininess on the carbon fiber, and just overall it's just cleaner. I did tape off the edges on that. I didn't put that on camera, but I did. And you can just see this one's still covered in glue. I haven't taken anything off yet on this one, but that's what's next. Just wanted to show y'all that real quick. And basically I didn't tape off anything else because you can get pretty close. I took off the glue on the edge of that, which you can see there. It looks like bare leather. If you look at the other side, the other shoe that I haven't done yet, you can still see the layer of glue. You can see it on the back too, right there. There we go, right there. You can see the glue still on the cloth material on the back. Over here, I already removed that, so it's nice and clean, ready to go.
Alright guys, so on to the final step. Everything's already clean. Hit it with the rejuvenator, let it dry off properly. So everything's clean, everything's ready. I actually spent about 30 minutes trying to open this thing up since I haven't used it since I bought it. Let's just say I used some different techniques to open it up. And basically, the thing I didn't mention at the beginning of the video, you're going to need well, you don't need a brush. It has a brush in there, but since it's all soaked, I don't want to get everything all over the place. I'm going to be using this one. I'm going to leave this, like all the side panels, all the side parts, I'm going to leave by themselves. I'm just going to do just the bottom, do about 2 or 3 coats, do this part first, then this, and I'm going to go back and do the same thing over, and I'm going to do that on the bottom as well. And when I touch the pieces together, I just have to make sure they're perfectly lined up, because once they touch, like I said, once they touch, especially with 3 coats, they're there. So we're going to use a wider angle brush on this one, so that way it won't take as long. Y'all see the one I'm using right now. I think I've cleaned it up a few times, so might as well sacrifice it for the project. Mixing up, you want to mix up that barge, mixing it up a little bit, just so to move everything around. And I try to use, move this out the way. I try to use what's on the bottom of the brush, because that's the part that's been mixed. You don't want to use the stuff that's on the top, because it's probably not going to be really mixed or moved around much. But yeah, here we go. Basically just apply a coat, just keep it going. Basically, it's easy to determine what part has the glue. You can see it's still wet right now, but basically it has a gloss to it even when it dries, so you can determine which part has glue and which part doesn't. Alright guys, so it's been a few minutes. I got my fan on, so y'all might be hearing that that air in the background, but I started getting a little bit lightheaded, so make sure y'all got a good ventilated area. Now y'all can see it's shiny. I just finished the 3rd coat right now. Y'all see I didn't put it on the sides right there. I'm just trying to get the base of the foot on there, and then I'll glue the sides going piece by piece so I can make sure everything's covered good and just how I want it. So we're gonna put this to the side, let it dry off, and basically start going over the bottom of the shoe. And I'm gonna do the same exact thing with the shoe, just follow the whole thing. Go over it about 3 different times, and basically wait on both shoes to dry and marry them together, and then I'll start working my way around all the side area and gluing the rest and get that whole reglue done. But as you can see, I barely, well, I'm not sure if you can actually see it because of the angle, but I went over the whole bottom of the shoe already 3 times, and you could kind of see that carbon fiber doesn't have really a shine to it anymore since that glue is all over it. Now the sole, I've been letting it sit I literally went over that probably like 10-15 minutes. So the sole is still shiny, but that just shows you where the glue is at. It's actually already dry. As you can see, it's not sticky. It's not sticky to the touch. Doesn't really leave any residue or anything like that. But I'm gonna let it completely cure for a good while. I think maybe like an hour, since I did put 3 coats on. And then we'll put both shoes together when they're properly dry, because it even says on the actual label of the barge cement that the longer you leave it, the better it dries, the better it adheres. So no reason to get in a rush, because this is the type of thing you want to do just one time. Get it right the first time, be patient, and get a good adhesion so your shoe won't fall apart and you'll be able to rock it the rest of the life of the shoe. Alright guys, and we applied it to both sides, let it dry up. Now we're gonna heat set it real quick by basically using a hair dryer, my wife's hair dryer. I do have a heat gun, but I don't know where it's at. So we're gonna hit it real quick. Give me a quick second to heat this up. Alright, now I heated both sides up. I really didn't have to do this the first time I did it, but I guess I just waited a little bit too long because I had to run a couple little errands, so I just left them like that. Last time they just stuck right away, so I assumed it was going to be the same, but I assumed wrong. But it will be very tacky now that I've heat set it, so just try to get it perfectly on the back. And you can see right away, oh, yeah, see, you want to make sure it doesn't stick before you want it to stick, because that stuff, like I said, once it's on there, which is a good thing for the most part. Like I said, once it's on there, guys, that thing will not come apart. So make sure you got it right, because mine it kind of ended up this side. I don't know if you can see it. This side easily covers, so that side's good. But this side is like, I gotta work with it to try to get it to cover everything. So that's why you want to make sure it's perfectly on there, guys. But it's still workable. As you can see, you're able to cover everything up. You just got to make sure you glue it real good. I'm not going to give it as much time because I don't want to have to heat set it. That seemed to throw me off a little bit. But yeah, we got the bottoms on. They're on there very, very good. I don't want to pull the actual midsole part of the shoe apart, trying to pull it back apart. So we're going to leave that like that. Everything's pretty much on there. And I mean, yeah, the bottom's already secure, like secure. I'm not going to be playing ball in these, so these definitely ain't falling apart. And you don't need a heat gun. This works sufficient, as y'all saw right now. All you have to do is heat it up if you wait too long to put it back together. But yeah, if you only wait like maybe about 10 minutes, you'll be able to just glue it back together without having to worry about it. But I got busy, so I came back to it. That's the only good part. As long as you don't let it get dirty and leave it for days and days and days, you're good. Just heat set it, hit it with the blow dryer. You can use a heat gun, but you don't need one. It may be better not to use it, because on older shoes you're gonna have this start coming apart, and that's when you have to take off the whole actual midsole, and it's a lot more of a pain compared to just taking off the rubber part. But anyway, I'm gonna hit up these pieces right here that I left, that I didn't put anything on yet. Make sure they stay separated, because I don't want it to get put together before I'm ready to put it together. But as you can see, the line right there, hopefully you can see it. There's a line where it ended up perfectly on it. Like I said, I wish it was just a little bit shifted more this way, but as far as everything, it's still cool. This side was kind of like that as well. That's why those were the last pieces I needed to glue. But everything's on there good now, nice and solid, and I'll be able to rock these pretty soon. So let me put a little bit of glue on here. Y'all saw what the process was. It's the same exact thing. So I'm just gonna stop the video here. I don't want to make it too long, and I'm gonna make sure I got all my points together the way they're supposed to be, and I'll jump back into it once I'm putting it back together. Alright guys, and I'm kind of recording last minute. I started putting stuff back together, and basically I barely put it on this whole edge right here. And yeah, I'm starting to glue it back together because that way I won't have to heat set it. Right now everything's good to go. See, all you gotta do is just push it back on there and it just grips pretty good. I already got up to this point about right here, so I'm gonna leave a little bit of room from where I finished off. But pretty much all you gotta do is, the whole bottom is what takes the longest, but the sides, like I left them. I did this whole area right here. I actually have pushed this together right now and I didn't realize it. So I just kept going along the sides and I did this whole little area, but now I'm gonna do the back because the back's not done at all. I'm gonna do the back and do this whole other side. This is the side that I'm more worried about getting the seal on. So I did the easy side first, and I actually had to push it a little bit back so I wouldn't overlap on the midsole. But as you can see, we got a good what do you call it? Good line right there where it should be. Everything fell in place good. And like I said, I stopped right around here. So right now I'm gonna get the brush, and you may want to buy more than one brush. I'm using the same brush, but it does get cake buildup on it, as you can see. That's just from using it for both of the shoes. But I am gonna go back to a finer tip because this side had a lot of extra, so I didn't have to worry about it touching. But since this side is so close, as you can see right there, it's almost like, just looks like it has a small crack. I want to make sure that it doesn't touch ahead of time and get stuck to itself. Alright guys, so I already put it on all this side. I'm trying to make sure it doesn't touch because there's just a small gap, like I said before. But check it out. I've already went through the whole thing. Gonna just give a quick little push just to finish gluing this. That's pretty cool. You just push it down one time and it's pretty much on there already. Just double checking everything, pushing everything twice. Like I said, I don't want to put anything on this side yet. I got to make sure I get my gaps covered. Alright guys, and I'm just recording right quick before my phone dies. I actually had to before the camera dies, I actually had to put some toothpicks, as you can see right there, because this side did not want to work with me and it was hard to get the glue in there since it was closer. So yeah, I basically had to take it off, clean everything off. The only good part, the way the rubber is, I was able to just with my hands scraping it off, being a little bit patient, was able to take everything off. So right now I'm going to put some little pieces of toothpick, basically just breaking it into small pieces, forcing them in there so it can hold it open. I'm going to put that the barge cement again and give it a second shot. Hopefully I can salvage it. If not, I'm going to have to take the bottom all the way back off, re-clean everything, and do it all over again. And I definitely don't want to do that, guys. I'm tired already, but let me try doing this and I'll update y'all right now how it goes. And I just wanted to mention real quick, I went ahead and glued my nephew's little braids together. They kind of fell apart, which y'all can see in this picture right here. Since I was already had all the setup, went ahead and glued them back together for him. Do have to clean them up for him, but I'm gonna let that fully cure as well. But at least they're back together as well. And I think I'm getting the hang of this. I might take on some projects. Got some people that hit me up, but we'll see how that goes. Alright guys, now as y'all saw, I kind of chopped up the video here and there. I put some of the older parts, since this was kind of a two-part project, I guess you can say. It took more than one day. But the final result, got the cherries back. There was kind of a deleted scene, I want to say. I don't know if y'all could see right there. There's a little bit of a gap. You can't really see it when it's on foot. There's a small little gap. It was a little bit bigger the first time, since I did say I had a little problem keeping it level. That was a major thing that I would say I struggled with a little bit. So maybe next time I'll take off half and glue one half and then glue the other half. But it is what it is. I did get it done. But yeah, this is the side that has a little defect, but everything else looks good. Everything else is glued up solid. I'm gonna give it that 24 hours so it can fully cure before I wear these, just to make sure. This side came out perfect. This is the side I had done the last time. And yeah, it may not seem like it was that hard, but it takes a while, guys, especially if you want to do it right and clean everything correctly. But I'm just glad that I can finally wear this pair. But anyway, I know it's probably been a long video, guys. I'm gonna try to chop it up as much as I can so it's not too long of a video. But chop it up with me in the comment section. Let me know any questions y'all might have if you're thinking about doing this yourself. Again, I did just use the Barge Super Stick Cement. You can get any acetone or nail polish remover. The acetone's a little bit quicker, and make sure you use your gloves because that acetone will dry your hands out pretty good. And make sure your fans are on full blast because I got a buzz just off of making the video basically, because that stuff smells strong, that Barge Cement. I appreciate the love and support. Thank you for checking out this video. It was a lot of work, and hopefully I captured better camera angles. I'm still working on it, guys. It's a work in progress, always trying to make it better. But if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe so you too can be part of that 210 Got Kickz fam. And again, it's your boy Tony with 210 Got Kickz coming at you with yet again another video. Peace, guys. To the next one.
Perfect.